DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines, proudly brings you Equal Justice. Find out the hottest legal issues of the week and hear the analysis. And now, here are your hosts, Attorney Ador Tolentino.
Yes to peace, no to BBL.
Facebook yan.
Facebook. Okay, if you want to follow.
Attorney June Kicho.
Kailangan comfort level eh.
Exactly.
And Attorney Tiki Tabuhara.
Vice President Binay, pati si Pinoy, pati si Executive Secretary. Chief.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Philippines. And good afternoon, Attorney Tiki, Attorney June.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, partners.
Yes. I've been out for like what, 6 weeks.
We are present.
Okay lang yan.
Everybody is present today.
We missed you.
Yes.
Everybody is present today because this is a very eventful week.
Exactly.
In legally, that is.
Yes, in the legal world and for students of law, practitioners of the law, and those in the judiciary, everybody's second guessing how the Grace Poe Llamanzares petitions, in the Supreme Court. Okay,
This was
decided when the spokesperson of the Supreme Court, Teddy Te, our friend from the UP College of Law, how the court decided that the merits of the petition, because it was an unprecedented 9-6 decision. Because
Yes.
many of us, in the legal circles,
We're
so
surprised.
Yes. I would say that it's a 50-50 thing, right?
Yes.
It was not even close.
Because the 6, even if it's just 6, that is very significant.
Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
significant to the court.
Exactly.
So hati ang
Yeah. This was an back though. This was very
Yes, I'm back. So no one abstained, not even those who voted against her in the SET, or the Senate
Yeah.
Electoral Tribunal, which was the body that decided on her qualification as a senator.
Yes. And two things were an issue there.
Residency was an issue.
And natural
Born status.
citizenship.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, this is my initial reaction generally, Pañeros.
Yes.
Now that the cat is out of the bag, so to speak, even all the more the legal circle, has been rocked,
Yes.
and it created a lot of stir, in
a lot of energy,
our
in
minds.
fact.
Exactly. Everybody wanted to make a comment.
Pero ito sabihin ko we've been debating this issue for the past several shows, for the past several months, and my stand was upheld by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Diba? Because I was batting in favor of her.
By the majority.
No, yes, and
My position was upheld by the minority.
Yes. So, pasensya na kayo, but my analysis, I've gone over the decision, but not so much. No? But my analysis generally is that the Supreme Court was liberal again in bending the rules in favor of Grace Poe so that she could run.
Okay.
Ganun yun, diba?
For those who are rooting for Grace Poe's qualification to run for the position of President of the Philippines, I think they would readily say that the decision of the Supreme Court just humanized the law, because the law is harsh, right? What law we're talking about here? It's the fundamental law, the 1935 Constitution, which was the prevailing fundamental law of the Philippines when Grace Poe was born in 1968. Presumably, okay? 1968 ang
She's
kanyang 1968,
1968.
yes.
My God, she's younger than we are.
Younger than we are. Yes, she's only 47.
47.
Yes.
But when this decision came out, I was delivering a lecture at the MCLE in I think it was a Bureau of Customs.
Okay. You're also an MCLE Pro accredited lecturer, right?
Yeah, because I don't want to pay.
But you will only be exempted insofar as the subject you're teaching.
Yes. But UP Law make sure that I am compliant so that I can lecture. So I get it for
Dapat
free.
ito, credits also, di ba?
Dapat mag-register
Well, anyway,
Okay.
when I was lecturing, suddenly nobody was listening to me because everybody was already talking about it. Okay, now, this is really very exciting for the legal profession, whether you are in favor of, whether you agree or disagree with the Supreme Court, because I think it created a lot of energy about the legal minds in this country. Second, this is exciting because this is something that is not, this is a case that was decided not on the letter of the law.
Akala ko sabihin mo merits eh.
Not on the letter of the law. Pwede rin. But I'm not going to do that. Baka mamaya makontent ako.
Yeah, especially this is not yet final executory.
Partners ha.
Pwede pa maging...
Caution ha, sabi ni Chief Justice to sa statement niya, do not go to the media, go to the court.
Yeah.
Hindi mo nagsalita sa media, go to the
Appear
court.
the media.
Ingat.
Appear the media. It's happened to be lawyers. So, and this is a free enterprise, you know, freedom of expression.
Yeah.
But anyway, ganito. Of course, as we speak right now, the decision is just 1 day old. One day old. It just came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it's 1 day old. There's still 15 days. I presume that yesterday also all the parties involved have already been given also a copy, right?
And therefore,
the
typing away.
Yeah, and therefore the 15-day period is now running as far as the parties are concerned.
So 15 days from now is what?
For them to file a
Partner, correction lang ha. It is 15 days from receipt of the decision. So wala pa napapadala.
No.
Yes.
This is my take.
Oh.
As important and urgent as this decision, I believe all the parties have already gone to the Supreme Court and secured a copy of that.
Yeah.
I don't think they would want to be the
So
last
Wait
to.
for the mail.
Exactly.
Ano date ngayon?
Yes.
Ano date ngayon?
Today is the 12th.
12. So 12.
12.
So 27.
27. So
March 27,
March
before the end of
27, tingnan natin kung mayroong
Paano kung
reconsideration.
upuan ng Supreme Court?
No, but if I were if I were Attorney Star Lamparo and all the other private respondents and even the public respondent Comelec, I would not exhaust the period.
But she was your classmate, no? Itong si Atty.
Yes.
No, not
She
my
was
classmate.
she was my batchmate.
Yeah.
UP Law.
But we took the bar together.
Together.
Was that the batch of also Chis Escudero?
Yeah.
No. She's older eh.
Yeah.
Ang batch
94 siya. Batch 94 siya.
Pero day class siya. So,
Yes.
Okay.
Sabay-sabay kami nag-bar. Kasi ako, I didn't take the bar in 93.
93. In 93 pa na, sorry.
93 ako eh.
So 1994 tayo nag-bar.
Yes.
And our results came out in May
95.
May 95.
That's right.
Yes.
That was the only bar where it was held at the PUP grounds na Binaha.
Yes. We were wading in flood.
Exactly. Knee deep.
Yes.
Anyhow, okay. So ito, grabing pagilitin natin sa ating ating mga listeners kasi we've not really gone through the details.
You know, this is you put together, no. This document is around 1,000 pages, so it was humanly impossible for me to
But,
everything.
but at least what is good here is the main decision is only 47 pages.
47, yes.
Maikli kumpara to the Haveliana case
Yes.
or the Talisay Silay
or
murder
the,
case,
or the Aquino
massacre.
case.
One
whole scrap.
Kumbaga payat pa tong 47 pages. I was expecting 100 plus.
Yeah, and this is 47 tapos ano pa siya, yung double
Maraming-
space pa.
Exactly, saka maraming footnote lang.
Yes. So siguro,
Cut
all
and
in
paste.
all, it should be around 25 pages.
Yes,
25
condensed.
Yes,
Condensed form.
30 pages. Yeah, mabilis siya, mabilis.
Nilapit pa.
And the ponente,
Sino ba gumawa?
the ponente
Sino ba gumawa?
is...
Ponente is Justice Perez.
Who was the
Jose
author?
Perez.
Who was the author of the ponente?
The ponente is Justice
Justice
Perez.
Perez.
Yes. But everybody has a
May ano ba
separate
yun?
opinion.
But that is also quite a shock for many because everybody in the legal circle, okay, who are interested and curious about what's going on with this case, they knew that the ponente was
Justice Del
Justice
Castillo.
Del Castillo.
Yes.
Del
Yeah.
Castillo. And in fact, there
Yes,
was
and
already
they
a
ended
leak.
up. Yes, and
I
they ended up
think-
proving,
I
of
think-
course, the.
Hindi, ano nangyari?
I think there's truth to the leakage that it was already being routed.
Yes.
That there will be no decision on the natural born status but only on residence issue, and then the residence issue will be favorable to favorably resolved.
This
in
is
favor
this is
of,
legal rumor.
Yes, it was a legal rumor.
What was funny is that dito legal facto the ponente, the original ponente or the justice assigned to write the decision was Justice Del Castillo.
Yes.
He wrote the decision against Grace Poe, and then suddenly he was outvoted.
Yes.
So his decision
It became,
the dissenting opinion.
Yes.
And the new Justice Perez was assigned to rewrite the decision in favor of Grace Poe.
Kaya siguro mabilis maikli na lang. So walang masyadong nuances
But
yung...
is that normal procedure?
This is the first time I heard about
no,
that.
I think because of this is how it is done as far as I heard, and how the decisions. Of course, there's a deliberation, all right, unbanned deliberation, etc. And then I think the choice of ponente is always raffled off.
Yes.
So if it is raffled to one justice, then he writes the decision based on the deliberation, the results of the deliberation. Maybe during the deliberation, there were some gray areas that were not as clear. So that is the job of the ponente to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Okay, and the way he filled in the gaps may not have settled well with the rest who believe that in the deliberation those issues were not clearly resolved. So minsan nasa matter of style in writing how you can convince them.
Ito partners He already, ang pagkaalam ko, Justice Del Castillo, who was assigned ponente, already wrote the draft of his decision. Before the voting, tama ba yun? Kasi yung boto na 9-6 came after the decision was already drafted by the ponente. So he became the dissenting opinion. Is that normal? Kasi alam ko normal procedure dyan, when you're in the Supreme Court, you vote first, and then once there is a vote, kung sino panalo, the justice will be assigned to write the decision. Dito baliktad. Nauna yung decision, naging dissenting.
Yes.
Tama ba ako? Ganun that's what happened.
Well,
kasi
I'm not so sure kung kasi we are not privy to
pero ito partner, this is a fact. Lumabas yung dissenting opinion bago yung main decision. So nauna siya.
Why did you read the decision of Mayanito? Biglang lumabas nga sa media, I read that too, but not the exact opinion or ponensya. It was just an article that seemed to be in fact I posted it in our page that the draft being routed for signature is a favorable decision on that issue only, residence, but not on the issue citizenship or natural born status. But that is not a confirmed thing because we never read the original.
But then again,
may tanong ako. Sino ba yung ponente ulit ng kaso?
Jose Perez.
May plot ba siya?
My lips are sealed.
Pero meron.
Definitely hindi siya Sigma.
Sino brad niya?
Incidentally, talking about Sigbaro, Senator Joby Salonga. Probably the best Sigbaroan.
Condolences to
the
family of Senator Jovito Salonga.
He's a great Filipino nationalist.
Founder ng fraternity, no?
I actually voted for him when he ran for the presidency.
Senator.
Yes. No, president.
President.
Yeah, he was my president. Yes.
Well, going back to the topic, ito bang...
Speaking of Sigma Romans pa pala, congratulations to Attorney Raj Palacios for being appointed as the new chair of the PPP Center.
Wow. As in public-private
partnership center. Because the chairman resigned and she strongly endorsed.
Health reasons, health reasons.
Yes, because
family.
She said that Raj is very qualified, and he has served already as a consultant to the PPP. Harvard graduate.
He was the teacher, professor of law.
Exactly.
And again, speaking of Sigbaro, the Sigbaro justices it is. The Sigbaro justices.
In favor.
No.
Split. Presbyterian Velasco.
Yes, in favor. But Justice Carpio is dissented.
Because he was just consistent with his decision.
In the
Kasi hindi mo
siya yung he is being quoted in the media na talagang clear siya dun sa
in other words,
the customary law and international law not being automatically part of our laws of the land.
Yes.
Okay, there may be subscription too, but we need local legislation. But in this decision, written by the Justice Perez, he distinguished what the two kinds of international law that are deemed part of the law of the land. One is by those that are not self-executory but they need local legislation, and others, these are customary international laws that are by incorporation already deemed part of the laws of the land, meaning they don't need local legislation. Doon niya pinasok yung pag-justify nung natural born status ni Grace Poe.
I have a question there.
Okay.
Because that incorporation clause, which was in the 1949 Civil Code, na customary international law and was a form part of the law of the land, was how many years after the 1935 Constitution? Medyo 14 years yata.
Yes.
So how could that provision of incorporation apply retroactively to their interpretation of the
Actually, you
1935
cannot.
Constitution?
Because the international
Pwede ba yun?
di ba?
You cannot. Pero pwede niyang pakinabangan yan. Why? Kasi binanganak siya 1968. So the existing law then was NCC.
Okay.
Kasi ito nga ang paano pinag-harmonize yung civil code provision na yan. And as a matter of fact, that was quoted, okay, that civil code provision. Because the 1935 Constitution, which was the prevailing
At the time.
Constitution when we were all born. Okay?
Ikaw lang.
Okay, kayo.
73 na ako, 73.
Ay, naku, baby talaga. Aminin talaga. Sige, granted. Okay. So, the provisions on who are citizens of the Philippines, okay, especially natural-born citizens of the Philippines, Perez said that the provisions are not exclusive. Right? Walang ganung intention daw ang mga framers ng 1935 Constitution. And as a matter of fact, there was a proposal to amend the wording, okay, to include specifically this class of people in the Philippines, the foundlings, okay, those whose parentage are unknown. And there was a lengthy deliberation on that on the floor, and it was quoted in the decision.
So they went to the legislative intent.
Yes. So there was a proposal to include exactly that clause that will include foundlings. And then at the end of the deliberation and interpellation, they agreed that there's no need because a small portion of the population, okay, need not have a specific provision in the Constitution, okay, as an anchor, because already international law or customary generally accepted principles of international law, okay, will already come into play because we are a signatory to the UN CHR, UN, yung tatlo, basta may tatlo doon. Wala pa doon, human rights, UNHR, CHR, at saka yung CDC. Hindi tayo signatory doon sa Hague Convention, at saka yung reduced statelessness. We are not. Pero because we are signatory to the three, parang doon nag-focus si Justice Perez.
Now we know that they are wrong, that they were wrong.
Yeah. So that's how Justice Perez harmonized, okay? That although hindi nga clear doon sa enumeration ng citizens.
May battle ako dyan pagbalik natin.
Alright, so I think we need to have a very very short break from our studio kasi very interesting ang discussion. May rebuttal daw si Attorney Kiki when we come back. Alright, no, tansok tayo.